All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Let me move this over here. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome back, guys. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Let me just move these screens around here. 2 seconds, guys. Where are we? Let's get the background music on here. There we go. Cool. All right. Good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Audio and video good. Awesome. Thank you, man. Welcome back, everyone. If any of you guys are new here, welcome. Goldie's on the move here already. My name's Aaron, also known as Aaron Trades. Been trading for the past 7 years and mainly focus on gold futures here in the European session. So good to be back on with you guys. Had some nice trades yesterday on gold. Took until the New York session to get our nice buys yesterday on gold. Took advantage of this nice move up here. And you guys who were, you guys in Zoom who were talking about this in our pre-New York market call, we spoke about these levels. Spoke about the 40s here on gold. Didn't quite get up as high as I thought you were going to come here on gold, but that could still bring in some pretty good opportunities. I still do like some upside levels on gold. So we'll break down all markets this morning, guys. We'll have a look at gold. We'll have a look at NQ. We'll see what other currencies are shaping up, and then we'll see what we have. See what we have for the day in total. Let's see before we do anything, guys. Just have a quick look at the news. Good afternoon. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Let's have a look. What do we have today? Today we did have we had some Australian dollar news. We had RBA monetary policy statements overnight. We have some New Zealand dollar news coming up at 9:45 London time. That's a weird time for New Zealand news to come out. 9:45 p.m. Sorry. So that's all there is for today. There's no real high impact news that I can see here. Nothing really of. Yeah, you got some ECB news as well. Look at this, 10 a.m. London time for you guys who trade in the euro, but nothing major, which is good. I mean, we should be in for some nice clean technical trades, and gold's already having a pretty nice squeeze up already here. So let's have a look here, guys. Welcome back, everyone. Let me just make sure you guys can. Excuse me. Yeah, solid hourly fake out here on gold. I was coming to see if you. I was actually watching to see if you could maybe grab these lows here on gold before getting back above. But yeah, you had that nice hourly fake out. Grab the lows, close bullish. Yeah, that hourly's already up 125 ticks, which is crazy, man. Gold is moving. Gold is moving. We had a nice $1,000 day yesterday. Well, more than that. Had about $1,700 day across all of the accounts. Nice. Took the longs and shorts today. Nice. Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't get to jump on the Asia call yesterday. Be a nice little bounce up here. Squeeze back lower. Buys back up already. A lot of us. Nice. Did you guys on Zoom use the voice channel? Wow, yeah, nice long. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Amazing. Not today. All good, all good. Good morning, Aaron. Are you in Europe right now? Yes, I'm in Europe, man. I'm in Europe. Attending the World of Trading exhibition. No, I didn't know there was one. Where was my invite? I didn't know there was one. Was it World of Trading exhibition? No, I mean, I'll be traveling that day anyway. Oh yeah, in Frankfurt. No, I didn't even know. Thanks for setting up. Yeah, absolutely. World of Trading. No, I didn't even know this was a thing. Unfortunately not. That'll be literally as I'm traveling back to Spain. So unfortunately I won't make it, but that would have been pretty cool. I didn't know this was a thing. Maybe we'll have to get Topstep on this. Get Topstep on this next year. Is it more Forex and CFDs, or is it just all trading? Hello, brokers, traders. Yeah, cool. No, maybe we'll have to get see if we can get Topstep down there next year. That'd be pretty cool. I'll go down there and rep Topstep, absolutely. You can't see that channel? Yeah, other guys can see it. It seems like you other guys can see the channel. Yeah, nice, 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 nice. So yeah, we could be looking for some nice gold longs here today, guys. Let's have a look. So daily close yesterday. You know, you can see you kind of grabbed the lows. You closed back above 4,000, which is very nice. And today's come down for an instant bottom wick. So I would like this daily to start flipping bullish and come up much higher. So I like the longs here, guys. I like the longs here on gold today. To be honest, I like gold from where it's at, to be honest. Let me turn this down a little bit. Gold's shaping up pretty nicely here, but we could have some nice longs today. This daily time frame, to me, looks like if we flip bullish on this daily, you know, if we mark this daily open, that's the point where it will flip bullish. If this flips bullish, you could see gold back up into 450 today, which could be very, very, very nice. So I like gold to come back up into this daily opening level here. You can see here in the 4 hour, came down, wicked major 4 hour lows, held support. So this low is no longer of interest to me. If we start breaking back above here, which is looking like we're going to, we could see some nice longs. You do have a little bit of a liquidity level being shaping up here now. Anyone shorting stops above the double top, so more likely to see gold continue squeezing higher now. You'll probably squeeze out any early sellers, which is pretty much identical to the trade from yesterday. You know, this is my kind of thought process yesterday coming into New York is, you know, a lot of people would be selling here. Where would they sit their stops? Right above the high. So what does price do? Comes up, tags the highs, and then sells off. So pretty much looking for the exact same thing here today in London. You would have a lot of people trying to, I imagine, short here, risk off this high. So if we can pull back, I'd like to buy up into where most people are trying to sell and squeeze out any early sellers here on gold. If any of you guys on the YouTube stream, if you were active in the YouTube chat yesterday, Dakota was long gold, and I was calling the gold buys up into that back up into that 40 level, which got hit perfectly. The reason I was looking at that 40 level, because it was a nice round psychological level right above these highs, which literally got hit absolutely perfectly. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, longs in New York are great. Yeah, we stuck around for it there, and yeah, I was about to call it a day as well. I was about to say, nah, I'm going to leave gold today. It's been a bit choppy, but then it ended up shaping out perfectly. So yeah, goldy longs today are looking good for me. I didn't post it on Twitter, but I will go back and post it today. Where are we? Yeah, it did take its time yesterday. You know, London, you didn't really get any real trades. You ended up actually selling off in London. But remember how I said I wasn't looking for shorts on London. So once you pull back, great. This pullback gives me more opportunity to continue to buy here. And this was it was a very, very, very nice play. Very nice play. Let me see if I can share the trade from yesterday. Where are we? So this is I'll post it on X after this. It was nice. $1,237, and I have about 7,000 in this one account here, which is very, very, very nice. I think I'm about 1 or 2 days away from a pretty decent payout on this account, which is almost a payout from all of my accounts here on Topstep in the past month. So I'll post that on X after. You guys are on X, drop me a follow. The Aaron Trades at TopstepTV, hashtag London Open, and I'll see your guys' charts as well. So gold's looking like we could break from here, guys. I'm not going to buy it this high, but if we can pull back here, I do like these ranges here on gold. Maybe even pull back into 4,000. You know, you got a nice 100 tick range. If you really wanted to start with a small position, you could. But to be honest, I would prefer to see this pull back. Because if I start buying from here, well, where would I be risking? Well, I'd have to risk somewhere down here. So therefore, it wouldn't really make too much sense just yet. Yeah, news gave the bump up. Yeah, news gave it the decent push yesterday. I was actually surprised to see we didn't come up and liquidate more highs. But to be honest, whether it comes today or whether it comes tomorrow, these are still great upside targets to me. I think gold could fill this 500 tick range pretty easily. You know, from here to here, 4,000 to 450. These round psychological levels are 50 tick ranges. And to me, you could fill this in pretty quick. Pretty quick. 50 ticks, 50 points. 500 ticks, 50 points. You could fill that range pretty quickly here on gold. Yeah, maybe retest that VWAP. We were talking about that yesterday, actually. You've been seeing that VWAP level get respected a lot on gold as well. Even yesterday, before ripping these highs, you came back down, you held it, broke back above and had a lovely squeeze. I have the VWAP here on my chart, but I don't really use it much. But the more I look at it, I'm like, man, it does actually get very, very, very well respected on gold. You know, it's not something you would just buy and sell off, but if you can, you know, maybe you see it's a bit overextended here, you can see price pulling back, where you got some nice lows down here, you got the VWAP, so maybe that's a good indication to start buying out of it. Oh, nice name, yeah, extra confluence, exactly, man, exactly. That's how I got shorts today. Hourly fake out on the VWAP. Wow, nice. Hourly fake out on the VWAP. This one, yeah, look at that, man, that's beautiful. Yeah, if you got that short at 5 a.m. London time, yeah, that was a great short. Yeah, exactly, Patch. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It's one of the only indicators that I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. There is different ways to draw it as well. You can use the anchored VWAP, which I believe could be better. Where is it? Anchored VWAP here. When you put it from the start of the session, but I have never really used it, so I don't really know too much, to be honest. Yeah, it does make a lot of sense. That's why I like it. It's one of the rare indicators that I'm like, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Good morning. I'm still hesitating taking the trades like this hourly fake out because it didn't tag the previous lows. Yeah, that's the reason I didn't take the trade as well, man. I didn't take this buy here at 7 a.m. Well, I mean, I wasn't on it, but I wouldn't have because you didn't grab these lows. But if you look at the higher time frame, look at the 4 hour, you still wicked some major lows and held support. So it did still make sense. You know, you maybe worry about what's down here later on. You know, it's kind of one of them trades where trade what's right in front of us. And as long as you start breaking back above, you know, you can take the trade. If you close back below, you can get a pretty quick exit. But as long as you close above, then you can be like, okay, cool, maybe you could tag these highs. If you close below, cool, then maybe you can tag the lows. So it's, you know, it's one of them trades where you want to stay reactive to whichever way we're breaking out. So if we tag lows and close bullish, you know, you don't want to worry about what's down here. You want to trade what's right in front of you. But I agree. I also did hesitate on this trade, man, for that exact reason. So to be honest, I think it's a pretty smart decision. Nice. On this hour, yeah, you would have got easy buy if it was an instant bottom where you could have managed risk very, very quick. So if we can pull back here, guys, yeah, I would like to see these longs. We have London open in about 13 minutes as well. Like I say, we could just squeeze it from here. You know, you've kind of already grabbed all necessary lows. You massive support, tag lows, break back above, squeeze it. So now I'm not wanting a huge pullback. Even just a little wick down into 4,000 would give me a decent buy. Because like we said yesterday, you know, if I buy from here, I can be wrong pretty fast. Whereas if I buy from up here, I'm going to be wrong a lot slower. So if I want to be wrong, I want to be wrong at a good level where I can manage risk pretty quick. Because if I buy, let's say if I buy gold from here and we break the level, we'll probably retest it before going lower anyway. So I'll be able to cut my trade at break even and wait. Whereas if I buy from here, well, the invalidation point of this trade would be closing back below here. So therefore, my risk would be much higher. Can you go over the buy from yesterday, MY? Saw your IG. Yes, exactly, Mike. You could be wrong fast. Yeah, the buy from yesterday. Yeah, it was very simple. It was actually it wasn't very simple. It took us time actually. It kind of messed around a lot, but the reasons for the longs were very simple. You guys on Zoom. I was saying this in our pre-New York market call yesterday that I was taking 0 sells yesterday on gold. I had 0 reason to short gold because you had so many upside liquidity levels that we spoke about. You know, we spoke about all these liquidity levels on the on our London stream. I don't think we actually had this one. I think we spoke about this one and this one. So we were only looking for longs yesterday. I had no reason to sell gold yesterday, not after that weekly close, not after Friday's close. I see gold come back into 4,050. Now I started to get long once you came down. I actually took 2 longs. I took an initial break even. I got long from initially around here. I took the break even on this long here, trying to buy up into this liquidity level. But once you started tagging the lows and breaking back above on the 15, I then took longs again here, somewhere around here, as it started to break back higher. And where was I buying into? I was buying into where most people were trying to sell. So my thought process was most people would be trying to short this resistance, sit in the stops just above the high, like this. That's what I was kind of imagining most people were doing, shorting, risking off that high. So I was looking at any point, once you tag the lows and hold back above, I took my initial break even, gave it a second chance, and it played out very, very, very well. Yeah, Chris had his stop loss up there. Where is Chris today? Where are you, Chris? Show yourself. So yeah, that's what the trade was, buying up into where most people are trying to sell. And that 40-40 level was a big make or break level. I actually wanted to hold this on gold all the way up into here, but once we kind of started to fail to close above this resistance, I just closed the trade. And like I said, I'll post it onto X after, but it was a nice $1,200 trade. Very, very, very nice trade. But it did take a couple of chances. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the easiest of trades, and that's sometimes the markets. You know, sometimes you'll get in, it will give you the perfect entry, it will just drive. Sometimes, you know, gold can test the patience, and you do have to be willing to give it more than one chance. Gold looking like it's just going to squeeze these highs here, guys. Like I say, if we can pull back, great, but I personally, guys, I won't buy this high. I won't buy this high. I should have been buying from down here, or at least here, not here. Same as the buys yesterday. You know, I'm buying at support. You tag lows, you hold support. I'm buying here. Well, you're not doing that here, so why would I change anything different here? Nice, Sean. Nice. 137 ticks. Yeah, beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Targeting 4K spot highs. Yes. I love that trade, man. Great, great, great trade. So, yeah, Goldie liquidity levels today is for price to flip bullish here in the daily. Come up into this 40.13 level here in London and tag these highs here at 4,009. Let's have a look at NQ, guys. We've got London open in about 10 minutes here as well. Yeah, lovely trade, man. Lovely trade. My view app settings, I don't have any settings. It's just the standard view app indicator. I haven't changed anything here. Yeah, 100% Sean. Yeah, scale in. Yeah, that's what Dakota does a lot. Starts off small and scales in. Because the ranges are so big, so you can start very small and still get great trades. Like, it might be maybe a bit riskier buying from down here, but the risk was worth it. So you might start off small. Once you break back above, cool, you might take another position. Then you're averaging from like a great price anyway. I like that. I like that, man. DeFi trading on the Topstep platform over directly on TradingView? Yes, absolutely. This is, I mean, these are TradingView charts anyway, so yeah, it makes life much easier. There's no real benefit to me executing on TradingView as opposed to here on Topstep because this is literally TradingView charts. This is the TradingView platform. So you basically are trading off TradingView charts just here on Topstep, which I think is much easier. Paper cuts, yeah, then a monster money, absolutely. Just add more as it's going in your favor. It's confirming the move. As it's breaking above, you know, you might enter more here. You might get a bullish 30-minute close. You might go, cool, close, grab lows, close bullish, cool. I might enter another bit here. As long as you have targets, you're just adding in as the trade is pushing in your favor. Especially when you have decent upside targets like this. So you're buying from down here when you have targets all the way up here. Yeah, you might take a little bit here, you might take a little bit here, and then you're letting it run. Let's have a look at NQ, guys. We got NQ having a bit of a decent sell-off here in Asia today. There's a very decent sell-off in Asia. Look at this. Wicked some highs, closed back below 26,100, and had a very, very, very decent sell-off here. Was there any news here? I don't think so. Look at that. Very, very decent sell-off here in NQ in the Asian session. Nice, Sean. Beautiful. I like that, man. So it's funny though, because the daily closure on NQ yesterday didn't really show very much at all. You know, you're holding resistance, you're holding support, you're around that 26,100 level. You also have, let me move this down to actually just 26,000. You got that 26,000 support. And here in Asia, you have just absolutely smashed right through it. Remember, we do have that big gap down here as well. Could we be coming down to fill that in? I mean, it's looking likely. This is a very, very, very decent sell-off. I don't know if there was any news here, but this is a very decent sell-off in Asia. Yeah, I was gonna say, there must have been some sort of news. This is a huge sell-off. I guess a huge sell-off. Down 1.2% in Asia. Let me. That's a big move. That's more than all of what New York session did yesterday. So that's a very decent push. I think you could probably pull back and you may see NQ come down, squeeze lower today. Personally, which I do like to say because we love gold. I do think gold has been much nicer this week already. This is nicer, guys. Rejection from here, bring in sellers, pull back, and we can get the longs. This is very, very nice. If we can see a pullback, yeah, great. But yeah, I personally haven't really looked at NQ too much. Oh, nice, back to the previous week low. Let's have a look. Yeah, I like that. Coming right back down to yeah, right down to that low there as well. And coming for an instant bottom wick on the monthly time frame as well. Look at October. October closed crazy bullish, and you're pulling right back down. Amazon had a insane move yesterday as well. There was some big Amazon news. Signed a massive $1 billion deal with OpenAI, so the Amazon stocks were booming yesterday as well. I've closed a lot of my Amazon stock, and I'll look to hold some runners. But this is a very, very, very decent sell off here in NQ. So maybe you still come down and fill in this gap. 25,750 is a big support level, which you can see is already being held. So maybe you pull back up in some previous hourly highs and then you continue selling. But again, trading against this big of a sell-off here in NQ is like, yeah, I'd rather trade something else, which I think gold's looking much nicer anyway. We got London Open coming in 5 minutes here, guys. London Open coming in 5 minutes. I did get a nice payout this morning from Topstep as well. Got a nice email. The payout has hit my Wise account. I've been doing Wise a lot more on Topstep, and it has been literally coming within like a day, if that, which has been amazing. Where did I take that payout? I took that payout on the 31st, which was, I believe, was Friday, and it was already approved by the 1st and in my account last night, which was very, very, very nice. Very nice. I've taken out took out 3 payouts from Topstep in October, and still have very decent balance in all my accounts here. So yeah, I've been using Wise a lot more. Wise is very easy to use. You guys who are getting the Topstep payouts, I do like Wise. Wise is very quick and easy. Let's see Goldie. We've got this hourly close coming in here, guys. Closing very nice and bullish here on gold. Like I say, I don't want to see much of a bottom wick, but just a little bit of a bottom wick, and see if you can take this higher. That's kind of how I'm anticipating this next hourly is going to look here on gold. Continue squeezing up and come back into this daily flip level. And like I say, if this daily flips bullish, I do see gold coming much higher here today, guys. I will be on fast markets today as well, which will be cool because I think we're going to get some great gold trades. I think we can see gold, if we get the volume. There's not much news, but if we can get the volume, I think we see gold back at 4,050. Are you long Meta? I actually haven't. Let me have a look though. Let's have a look. I actually haven't bought any Meta. I have cashed out a lot of the stocks. What's Meta at? I didn't know you had a big drop, but where are you back down? 60. Wow, 637. A very decent drop. Yeah, I haven't bought any, but this could be interesting. What was the reason for the drop? I don't know what the reason for the drop was. I haven't really been crazy. It's be even late if you guys know. I'm not really too sure, but it'll be up around 8:30 MY time, Central Time. Yeah, this is a very decent rip lower on Meta. It could be a good buying opportunity. It looks pretty damn bearish right now, and you've had a pretty phenomenal year. So I wouldn't buy any yet, but maybe soon there could be good opportunities. There could be good opportunities. But I don't hold any Meta right now personally. I have cashed out a majority of my stocks. Does Topstep force people to go to live after 5 payouts? So Bruno just mentioned here, 5 payouts from a single XFA triggers a review of the account by the risk management team. And it will be unlikely that you will be moved to live with less of a 5k balance. Fast Markets is the New York session here on Topstep. Fast Markets trade the New York Open. That's what we'll be live for today. Look at this, gold throwing some nice resistance here, guys. I think you get a lot of people trapped in these shorts right now, more likely to squeeze it higher. So all I want to see is a bit of a hourly bottom wick, 30-minute liquidity grab, and then we'll see if we can take this higher. Good morning, Hamza. Yeah, we're looking for the longs, man. We're looking for the longs. We've already had a very decent push up here. These pre-London moves are happening a lot recently. We've had a really nice move up here, so want to see a little bit of a pullback, liquidity wick into 4,000, bring in more sellers, and then we can squeeze this higher. Let me see if we can squeeze this higher. And like I said, yeah, NQ I'm not really interested in. It's already selling off like crazy. I saw you got some good trades yesterday, Hamza. Unfortunately, I couldn't tune into your New York stream, man. But I saw you got some nice gold trades. You got gold shorts and longs, I believe. You got the shorts down here, didn't you? I think you, Hamza, you got shorts down here, and then you got the longs back up with us as well, which is very, very nice. All right, we've got London Open here, guys. Let's have a look. Short and long corrects, nice. How much did you make on the short, man? You make money on the short and the long? Nice bullish breakout here on gold, guys. I'm going to trade micros here. I'm trying to tick over this count for just a little bit more for a payout. Let me see. So 30-minute breaking back above nicely. 15 minutes still closing bullish. It's not a bad level to look for longs, guys. Nice 4K. Amazing, man. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. See, it's not a bad level to potentially take a small risk trade here, guys. Start off small here. Like I say, I like these longs here. You've already had a pretty decent push here on gold. If it pushes from here, fine. I'll see it just pull down a little bit more. You tagged me on X. Let's have a look, man. Let's have a look. Did you hashtag London Open? Where are we? Yeah, gold could push from here, guys. It was worth a little shot there, to be honest. What would you be up? About 40 ticks there. Hashtag London Open. Let me see. Let's have a look. I don't know why it doesn't come up for me. You tagged me? I can't see any tags. Mentions. Nice. That's the last one I can see there. If you tag there, just make sure when you do, if you like this, if you hashtag at the Aaron Trades, hashtag London Open and TopstepTV, then I will see it. Yeah, if you guys are in that quick flip, it's looking good. So if you still haven't grabbed the highs, it's still looking good. I don't want to buy from here though, guys. I mean, you could risk off these 5 lows, but I should have been in from this quick 5 flip. Nice, good heads up, Patrick. Appreciate that, man. What do you think about the 30-minute morning star from 6 AM London time? Yeah, I did mention that one down here. It's one of them trades where, yeah, I didn't take that trade either because you didn't grab these lows here. But again, it's one of them markets where just wait for it to close above. And once you start breaking back above, yeah, that's your indication you can now start taking the longs. You don't worry about what's down here. You worry about what's down here if you start closing back bearish. You know, maybe if this 30 can close bearish and confirm the fake out, then you could short into lows. But you have grabbed some lows and you have closed back above. So I wouldn't take it from here because I was seeing if you grab these lows. However, once you break back above like this, that also confirms the hourly fake out. Then you can take the trade at 7 AM. So it's one of them trades where, you know, regardless of if you think we can grab these lows, I think that's a pretty smart thing to think. However, once you start breaking back above, then regardless of what you think down here, that's your indication that these lows are enough. You're holding big support. The 4 hours also waking out major 4-hour lows, holding support. Now you can start taking the trade. Come on, gold. Let's see if we're gonna see if we get a little bit of 5-minute liquidity wick here. You may just squeeze here, guys. You may just squeeze. You haven't grabbed the first level, have you? No, you haven't grabbed the highs. Let me see how this 5's gonna close. Got 69 ticks on that 30-minute push. Nice, 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 nice. Very, very nice. We got 625 followers there on X now. We're growing. We're growing on X. But yeah, if you hashtag London Open, I will see it. It says for me the last one was on the 31st. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's the last one I can see. So you're still rejecting these highs here, guys. You still haven't really grabbed any of the upside levels here. Let's make sure. No, you still haven't grabbed these highs, unless you have on the currency. Anyone watching the currency chart? Maybe have a look at the currency chart. See if you've grabbed the highs there. Not grabbed. Cool. That's what we like to hear. Oh yeah, nowhere near it on the currency chart. 3 AM highs. Is that same highs? Let me see. 3 AM. Yeah, no, now you're gonna grab it. Now you're gonna grab it, Goldie. Seller's getting squeezed out here, guys. There you go. Anyone shorting here is gonna get squeezed out. Could you scalp it into the highs? If you come down for a steeper wick, I might see if I can just take a little bit. See if I can take a little bit. Wow, these ranges are very big. Oh no, guys, I've done it again. I've traded oh, that's my mistake, guys. I've just jumped in the minis there. Damn, that was my mistake. I just jumped in the minis there instead of the micros. That's the second I need to block me. That's the second time I've done that. That's a quick $300 and $800 loss there. That's the second time I've done that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use this properly. And we're just gonna block GC. That's the second time I've done that, unfortunately. How do I block GC here? This is why we need to use these features here. I was like, why are them ranges so big? I might jump back into some micros. Let me see. Limit 1. I don't want to jump in any. I don't want to jump in any GC. There we go. Save. Oh wait, sorry. What's that? Contract limit. Oh, here we go. Symbol. There we go. That's the second time I've done that, guys. So I'm going to block GC there. There you go. Again, though, it's one of them trades where if I make that quick mistake and I see it, just cut it straight away. Don't worry about trying to maybe get it back. And I jumped in 2 minis there. I believe it's fixed now. I'll have a look. Change it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Again, that's why we have to block it there. I was hoping to see if we get that quick micro scalp into the highs. I just lost a quick $386 there. Look at that. Now we're back to break even on the week. Yeah, 10 times the amount I wanted, yeah. Off stream, Sean. Off stream, man. Don't you worry. It happens. It happens, guys. It happens. Certainly not the first time I've done that. But that's why you always want to check. Let me see if I can see if we can actually get in this though. It still makes sense. I'm trying to trade this at 2 minis, not 2 micros. 2 micros is huge in these ranges. That's why when I have them brackets on, I was like, what? The ranges are huge. I'm like, yeah, I'm in the minis there. Let me see though. I do still like these. Let me see if I can get it here. It's pretty much around the same place. There we go. That looks a bit better. Let's have a look. That looks a bit better. Let me change this to ticks here, guys. I want to see if we can squeeze these highs. Remember, I like gold to come back up into this 40-15 level. 40-15 level. Back up into here. It's like a nice 100 tick range. That was an expensive mistake. Very expensive mistake. Yeah, maybe I'll ask them, Brad. Great way to promote the Topstep tools. Topstep should give it back to you just for that alone. Yeah, that's a great point, man. I'm going to speak to them today. Hi, guys. Can I get a refund on that trade? Because I've promoted how good your risk management platform is. Yeah, it's a good point, man. I'm going to bring that up. I'm going to bring that up on Fast Markets today, actually. I did it on purpose just to show the guys how good your guys is. Look at that. I mean, the trade wasn't wrong. I was just in it for wrong size. I mean, it'd still be hitting pretty nice, you know. I did it on purpose, guys, just for demonstration purposes. I thought you guys said you'd refund me. Let me see here. So we're grabbing the first liquidity level here, guys. Anyone shorting here on gold, getting squeezed out from this initial level. That's the thought process. I want to see if this 5 minute can break above and continue pushing much higher. If we start to close back bearish, you know, I can manage because it's the first liquidity level, but I want to see if this can break back higher. But that's the thought process there. Anyone shorting here on gold, stop sitting just above, so you're now squeezing out them highs. Now, I do believe you can come all the way up into here, but this first level would be a good level to potentially start managing risk. So depending on the price action of this 5 minute will depend on if I want to hold this trade. Like I say, I can see us coming much higher, but because we've already pushed so much, we're hitting the first liquidity level, you know, I may be open to management. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if this 5 minute can break above here. How much trade you take per day and usually what session? I'm only taking like maybe 1 to 2 trades a day. London and pre-New York. That's like most of my trades recently. London and New York. Let me see here, guys. You do still have, so you got that first level there. The 15 flips bearish, guys. I'll manage quickly. You do have a second level above because you have hit that first target. Yeah, that's crazy. Did 2 minis for a scalp up 570. Yeah, that's crazy, man. These ranges are huge. So it's like I say, it's, you know, the second you see yourself making that mistake, it's like just cut it straight away. Don't worry about, oh, I might hold to see if it can come back in. It's like if you make a mistake, recognize it as quick as you can and just exit it. Last thing you want to do is hold on to a trade that you just hope that it comes back higher. I'm gonna risk off here, guys. If this 15 flips bearish, you know, I'll probably close this at like maybe $50, which is all we should be really losing right now. It's like $50 max. But yeah, I'm averaging 1 to 2 trades a day, max. You look at last month's on this account, it's like, yeah, about 1 to 2. That's all you need here on gold. 1 to 2 trades a day, a few times a week, more than enough. More than enough. So look at this 15 here, guys. You're wicking the highs. If you hold this resistance, I will close this trade right away at like minus $38, which, like I say, that's all we should be in loss right now, but I made that mistake and we paid the price. We paid the price. Let me see here. Yeah, gold does still have the potential to pull back into 4,000, which I think would be a nicer buy, so I'd rather cut this and potentially wait. Aaron, I just lost all my fundeds. How and why did you do that, man? You lost all your fundeds? How many fundeds and what are you risking and why? How much? How much are you risking? If you're listening to me, you know, you should be trading. I should be risking $40 here right now. That's all I should be risking here today. You shouldn't be minus $400+ like me. There you go. Now I'm going to close the trade, guys. I'm going to wait. I'm closing it there, guys. I don't like that trade. You tried to break out. You came back lower, but you're wicking right back down. Let me move this here. I'll save that we'll save that one. Because look at that 15. You were trying to break back high. You hit these highs. Now you're wicking back lower. So really, I should only be minus $48 here. Is that correct? No, unfortunately it's not. Yeah, like I said, I should only be $48. So there's no way you should be. If you just lost all your funded accounts, man, you know, you have to work on your risk management. You shouldn't be risking all of your accounts. $100, $200 risk per trade is more than enough here. More than enough. So look at this on gold. So where could we go from here, guys? To be honest, I think we can actually maybe pull back into 4,000 before then we do see the longs. So I'm not gonna look for more buys yet. Not yet. NQ still squeezing lower. I just can't with NQ. Yeah, I mean, another guy, you just said you lost your XFA too. It's like, how much are you guys risking per trade? I've just made a very costly mistake here, which is probably one of my biggest losses in the past couple of weeks from a mistake. And I'm still nowhere near like a losing account. Like if you guys are losing accounts, you are definitely risking too much. But also, like, what were you trying to take on NQ? Were you taking shorts? Because if you're taking, I mean, if you're taking longs, look at the sell-off that NQ's had. Look at this huge sell-off that NQ's down here in the Asian session. But also, you know, even with NQ being down this much, if you're trading NQ here, you know, you're almost FOMOing into the trade a little bit more. You have to expect that NQ is probably going to create a range here. That's the reason I'm not trading NQ this morning. You've had a huge sell-off. The likelihood you're very likely going to range. So don't. That's why I said this morning I'm not trading NQ personally. I'm just trading Goldie here. And Goldie, I cut this at minus $15. You guys should cut that $50, $100 max. 5 minute. I'm not watching the 5 minute, man. Is it a head and shoulders for learning purposes? I personally don't see one. Maybe not really. To be honest, I wouldn't even try and spot head and shoulders on a 5 minute, man. 5 minutes not a time frame you want to trade off. Fix my tag on X. Let's have a look, man. Let's have a look. Where are we? Let me see. Let's have a look. Where are we? Yeah, so 4,000 would be a potential buy here. I can't see it. I don't know if it's mine, but I can't. Last thing I can see is mine here. I don't see any notifications here either. Unless I'm missing it. If you hashtag London Open, unfortunately I can't see it, man. Notifications, mentions. No, that's the last one I got there from the first, man. If you just look at this, where are we? If you hashtag like this, the Aaron Trades London Open TopstepTV, then I'll see it, man. It should notify me that you've mentioned me as well. That was a silly mistake today, guys. Silly mistake. You might have to lock this account out for the day. You close back bullish on the 15, potential for another entry. Yeah, I like that. Inverse head and shoulders play. Yep, absolutely, I like that. Like I said, I see gold come much higher today. Much higher. So there is room for a re-entry, but not yet. Not yet. Unless you get like a 15 closure above again, then cool, I'll give it another chance. And even with small size, you know, we're looking to play some 100 to 200 tick ranges today. But look at this. Look at the 15. So you rejected. Like we said, people selling here, risking off this high, came up, squeezed them highs, wick back below. You've actually just closed bearish. So if we do want to get back in the longs here, yeah, you want to see a closure above. And if you close back above, then I'd be looking to target back down here. And this level here, this is where the daily could flip bullish. Sorry. And if this daily flips bullish, look at this. This could be a perfect daily morning star for this to come all the way back up into 4,050 and potentially back up into like 60s. So there is some decent ranges to play here on gold today. Again, remember, look at this. Look at the 30 minute as well. So if we get back above, absolutely possibility to get back in, but not yet. Oh, there we go. Now I've got a mention, I think. Let me see, man. Oh, someone asked about a journal. Is there no trade? Yeah, I'll share the journal, absolutely. Would you say your way off trading is more effective on gold than NQ? Yes, 100%, man. If you look at most of my trades here, most of my trades are gold. There's the odd, the odd NQ trade, but majority of my trades are gold. Yeah, I think NQ. Sorry, I think gold hits much nicer. I think gold's a much nicer trade, especially in the London session. To be fair, there was we had some nice calls on NQ longs yesterday here, which actually gave a nicer move than gold. So yesterday NQ was nicer than gold. We had some nice longs here. You hit the gap on ES. You had a trend line coming down. So in the London session, NQ was actually nicer yesterday. But looking at the past couple of months and enough data, yeah, I think gold is much more reliable to trade. Gold's much nicer to trade. I do like NQ, but yeah, I trade NQ maybe like once or twice a month. A majority of my trades are Goldie. We've got 30-minute close coming up in 10 minutes here, guys. If we get back above, cool, we could have some nice longs. Looking at this 30-minute time frame, it looks like we might want to pull back a little bit more before we do get these longs. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at this. We've got it, man. We've got it. So we've got the Aaron Trades hashtag London Open. Nice. Look at this. Yes, this was beautiful. This was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, look at that. One contract and 100 ticks. Amazing. Yeah, this was the perfect buy. Absolutely perfect trade. Give that a little repost to you, man. I got you. I got you. Yeah, this was a great position. You came down, tagged lows. You also closed back above, and you had clear targets. Beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. Pretty early on into London, but we've seen that a lot recently. Some of them how do I put this back? Some of them London trades have been coming in early. But yes, that was a very, very, very nice trade, man. Very, very, very nice trade. Came in at what? 7 a.m. London time, pre-London. Yeah, you get a lot of moves at 7 a.m. You guys who are, maybe on the side of the world where you can watch London earlier, to be honest, I would start watching London from like 6 a.m. London time is when gold can shape up and have these big moves. Look at this, pre-London gold's already up, almost 300 ticks, which is huge. Huge. But yeah, that was a beautiful trade. I think what was nice about that trade you just shared as well, man, is you actually waited for price to close back above. That's the real key. You can let it confirm this is the liquidity grab by breaking back above, and then you take a trade. That's the real play there. That's the real play. Let's have a look here. NQ still. NQ expect an aggressive range on NQ for majority of the day, guys. Majority of the day. Yeah, so it's not. Yeah, it's not that it's maybe one's more effective than the other. It's more so what moves nicely in the sessions that you're trading. I think gold trades very well in Asia, London, and New York, whereas NQ, sometimes you can get stuck in a trade in London that just ends up going sideways and it becomes pretty draining. Whereas gold has much nicer, consistent moves in London and Asia and New York. Whereas NQ, you kind of maybe just want to be trading it around New York. I think if you're going to trade Asia and London, then yeah, I think gold will give you much nicer opportunities. You might get back above here on gold, guys. You start getting back above. How's that 30-minute looking? Not bad, not bad. Remember, guys, I'll be on Fast Markets today as well, so I'll be trading the New York session on TopstepTV today as well. But to be honest, I may lock this account here and trade a different one. All in. No, I wouldn't sell gold here. I wouldn't short gold. Gold's up about 350 ticks. There's no reason to want to sell gold other than you're maybe trying to trade something that you want to happen. Gold's bullish intraday, and overall gold's bullish. So personally, no, I wouldn't buy it. Look at this 15 guys just ripping straight back high here. No re-entry here, unfortunately. And even if it closed bullish, I'm gonna buy this high, guys. Yeah, Google. Yeah, when it's a mistake like that, like I say, my loss this morning should be $50. So when I've made the mistakes of trading minis, when I know I should only be trading micros, it's almost like, yeah, accept the mistake, lock the account out, trade a different one. And again, it's like one of them where it's like, if you do make a mistake like that, you know, most people hold that trade, go into crazy drawdown, blow the accounts. It's like, if I see a mistake like that, it happens, I just cut it straight away. Whereas a lot of people will try and hold on to that, being like, oh wow, I've got 2 minutes, but I have to hold on to it now. Where it's like, as soon as I recognize it, I cut it straight away. That's why it's also good for you guys to use the brackets here as well. So the second you enter the trade, it's like you automatically have a stop, you have in your TP. Just so you know where your position is. Because if I didn't have that automatically set in my chart to ticks, I may not have even noticed, which you don't want to do, because that can end pretty bad. Usually only trading 1 to 3 micros, but every once in a while I start dollar cost averaging and it eventually kills me. Then that's probably a good indication to stop doing that. Dollar cost averaging into a trade, that doesn't work. If you're adding into again, it depends if you're adding into a winning trade or entering a losing trade. Most people dollar cost average into a losing trade. But if you're doing it into a winning trade, yeah, it can work. I don't do it very often, to be honest. But if you feel like it is killing you, it's like, you know, come onto here and use your limits here. Set these orders up so you can literally stop yourself from doing that. Like I say, there's the TopstepX platform has everything built in here to stop the tilting, stop the, you know, revenge trading, the adding into unnecessary size in trades. You know, for me here, blocking out gold. Use these features as much as you can. But yeah, if you're dollar cost averaging into a losing trade, and if you're doing it for no real reason, then yeah, you might get lucky a couple of times, but at some point you're going to blow up every single one of them trades. And in the long run, that's not how consistent profitability works. And that's the thing, when sometimes, you know, we take them bad trades and we do get a win from that bad trade. You know, when we feel the urge to do it again, we think about that one time where it did work, as opposed to all the other times where it actually didn't work. So think about the times where it doesn't work and it blows your accounts, as opposed to the times where you might get lucky and you might make some money. There's a difference between gambling and trading professionally. So don't dollar cost averaging to losing trades. Like I say, you might get lucky a handful of times, but over the long run, you will wipe out everything and some. So yeah, definitely don't do that. And we've all been there. We've all done it. We've all got lucky a couple of times. We've also got absolutely wiped out. And if you haven't, you will probably do it at some point. So use it as a lesson to absolutely not do that. Goldie's still squeezing higher here, guys. Look at this. A long idea is nice, but these ranges and the intraday price action here is kind of a bit all over the place. You know, your wick and highs bearish. So you're bullish, bearish, bullish, tagging the highs bearish, tagging the lows bullish. It's a little bit messy in here, guys. It's a little bit messy. Like I say, the longs here would have been great, but it's tough for me to want to get back in here. Yes, that's very true, Brad. I like that. If you win off a bad habit, you'll be paying for it with interest. I like that. The market somehow remember and make you pay. Yes, that's very true, man. I like that. I like that. If you win off a bad habit, you'll be paying for it with interest. Nice. I like that. Oh, nice, Sean. Nice. Not far off passing my 5th XFA. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Close 50 ticks. Yeah, beautiful trade. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Again, 5-minute. Kind of messy in here. Owlie's pretty much doing exactly what we want. Bottom wicking and squeezing higher. What's this Owlie flip? 65 ticks. Damn. Look at that, guys. Very, very, very nice run. The Owlie flip was the play. Intraday price action a little bit choppy here, guys. So YouTube, guys, I do like gold to go higher here today, guys. Personally, I'm going to wait for New York because gold's already had a pretty decent move here. Remember, guys, I will be live on Fast Markets today as well. So I'm going to end it there. Accept that costly mistake of $400. And then we'll see what we get closer to New York. So if you guys are around for New York session, I'll be live on Fast Market. So come and tune in, say hello, and we'll see if we get these gold longs. Remember, I like this gold long back up into 40.50. So we'll see what we get for the rest of the day. I'll be trading live on Fast Market. So I will see you guys there. If not, I will see you guys same time again tomorrow. Trade safe, guys. Manage your risk. Don't trade minis like me here. And I'll see you guys same time again tomorrow. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.